All right, guys, just like improvising on guitar, sometimes I gotta improvise on videos. So here we are in the backyard. We're gonna have some fun. Now, I think personally, improvising is everything on the guitar. It's when you are creating music in real time. That's really what it's all about. So we're gonna spitball some ideas. Definitely drop in the comments, how do you rate your improvising abilities? Like from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. However, it doesn't matter where you fall. We're gonna just have a conversation here. Now, let me ask you a simple question too. Like, why do we actually practice the guitar? Are we doing it to memorize shapes, to run scales up and down the neck, to play really fast? Or are we doing it to make music in the moment? And I really started thinking about this. I was watching the Rick Beato video with Richie Kotzen, and Richie was saying how everything he does is in the moment. It's about creating music in the moment, improvising. Now, we have to have structure and framework. So let's move through that, because if we're being honest, like improvising on guitar is everything, right? I started playing guitar because I wanted to be in a band. The guitar was just a tool for me to play music, to create music, to have fun. It wasn't about I want to play guitar, even though I grew up with a mom as a music teacher. So why do we practice guitar? And again, if you think about everything we are practicing on the guitar is to create music in real time. Doesn't matter what skill level you're at. That's actually what you're doing. So all your scales, chords, rhythm, theory, your technique are just tools, just like the guitar is the tool to get you to where you want to be. Like in my music room, I have all those guitars. I just look at them as tools to get out whatever sounds I have in my head. That's it. So improvisation appears in jams, songwriting, solos, band rehearsals, and even when you're by yourself. This is what you really want to cultivate, is that free-flowing improv style that makes the playing of guitar like amazing. I want you all to get there, and I know you can. So improvisation, that's what musical conversation is, right? We react to chords, rhythm, groove, and other musicians, right? So that's why I'm always telling you guys, even if you haven't yet, try and play music with other people, okay? Just keep at it, keep going. I know you can do it. Now, the practice trap is this. A lot of guitar players spend like so much time practicing everything, but they don't practice improvising, all right? So they take all the structure, all the tools that we have as our framework for improvising, but they don't practice the improvising part. And I know a lot of us have said, oh, that's noodling. Okay, noodling is one thing without purpose, okay? That's still fine, and I know I've knocked it before in a fun-loving way, because I noodle too, but it's improvising it's like noodling with purpose, like with a framework. Let me know what you think of that. Drop a comment too, okay? So practice becomes information collecting instead of making music. And you know, in the main podcasts, I've talked about don't be a collector. 400 songs, 500 scales, this many chords, and you don't know how to improvise through any of that. You don't understand what's below the surface level to build your framework or your set of tools to improvise, okay? And that's what you're going for here. So the better question is, like, can I actually make music with this? And you guys know, if you've never been on this channel, I'm always saying in every video, think like a songwriter. You need to think like a songwriter at all times. Like every tiny little thing you play is something musical, your form of expression. It's your artistic vibes. It's your sound. That's what you're trying to cultivate. Improvisation gets you there faster than anything else. So improvisation forces listening, reacting, trusting your ear, okay? Yeah, you can't improvise with no framework. I get that. Like you can't just start noodling away and have a cohesive vibe to it. You have your framework there, and then you weave through that musically with musicality. That's what it is. Improvising is using your musicality at the highest level. It's in the moment. It's free expression. It's subconscious, okay? It's conscious, it's subconscious, combined at the highest level. So improvisation is musical language. It's not random playing. It's improvisation is speaking music in real time. Like if you were to sit here with me right now and we were having a conversation, we might be improvising, right? So we respond to harmony and rhythm. We play off of that. That's how we kind of bounce around. That's how you guys see too, even rhythm. Rhythm is king always. Your super tight, solid rhythmic skills are gonna help you to improvise. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel the groove. You're gonna move through it. So you hear me talk about triads over and over because my philosophy is, and my idea is, they're the most important thing in music. They're everything you're doing, even if you don't know you're doing it. So stick on this channel, I'll show you that. But that's like the smallest complete unit of harmony. So I'm gonna use that as one of my tools to move through my improv. And you guys have seen that, you've seen me do the guitar videos, which is the bread and butter of this channel. I improv all the time, and I tell you, if I hit a mistake, I go up shank, or I call it jazz. Love you jazz players. And I just say, make your mistakes musical. That's part of improv too. That's one of the most important parts of improv, is turning mistakes into music, okay? So my triads just act as like guideposts or bullet points on the fretboard, or anchor points for me to weave around or improv around, okay? So theory is not music. As much as I talk about theory, I'm gonna keep teaching it, okay? It's just a map. It's not the actual making of the music. It's just a map I use to make sense of everything. That's it. So again, improvisation is not about speed. When I was a younger player, yes, I could shred. I've went so far away from those days though, because when you're young, and you're a young player, speed is impressive, but then you wake up one day as you become more seasoned and you're like, rhythm is everything. When I went from a 4-piece, 2-guitar, bass, drums, to a 3-piece band where I was lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and everything. Now, of course, you have to play rhythm even when you're not playing your leads. But when you're in a 3-piece, a stripped down version, bass, drums, guitar, vocals, boom, you really exposes your weak points. So I had to go back to my teacher and be like, hey, let's get this rhythm thing tighter, better. So always put that at the forefront of every lesson I give on here too, even if I'm not saying it. Rhythm is king, rhythm is queen, always, all right? So space and rhythm are critical, right? Simple phrasing often sounds more musical, so think simple. Come up with little parts you just create in the moment. If they sound cool and they move you emotionally, keep them. Put them in your musical catalog. I'm saying that. Build your musical pillars. I don't care if you practice for 30 seconds. Do something musical, find something that you like, and put it in your musical catalog, okay? Now, 2 notes played with intention can be powerful, right? Think of players like David Gilmour. My mom played Pink Floyd nonstop when I was a kid, and so David Gilmour, right? Like, he's not a speed player, but man, can that guy craft a wicked, like, melodic part with a minimalistic approach that just moves us at the highest level. That's what it's about. So improvisation is musical decision making. So your tools help you make decisions in the moment, flow through them, and then you create magic. Drop in the comments too. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I know we've all had some of our musical heroes and bands, and we've heard stories about how they wrote that song in a jam session. They showed up and they just started jamming. And I know even my band, there's the riffs you show up with that are pre-written. There's also the jam sessions where magic happens spontaneously through improv, and that turns into an amazing song. It probably happens a lot of times like that, if not more so than the other way around. Just depends on your style and your vibe you're going for. But it's so much fun. I mean, listen, why do we do this? We want to have fun. If you're not having fun doing this, you need to change something. So we're going to keep working on that too. But improv makes everything so fun. So instead of asking what scale to practice, I want you to ask, how can I make music with it? And again, don't be a collector. Take one scale. Take a major scale from the rooted off the low E or the A string. Okay? Just 3 strings, either the E, A, D string set or the A, D, G. Create as many musical patterns as you can that are just improv. Just kind of flow through it. You understand the scale. You're not practicing the scale. You're actually flowing through the scale, and you're improving to create musical conversation. That's what improv is. That's it. And it's so fun when it starts happening. And you'll just keep getting better and better at it and more creative with it. And that's where the guitar is going to become exponentially more fun for you. Okay, so just kind of final wrap-up thought on this. Definitely drop comments. I want to hear from you guys. Like, that's what this community is about. It's about us lifting each other up. We're all here to get better. We're all on our own path. There is no better. Nobody's better than anyone else. Nobody's bad at guitar. Nobody stinks. Although we may think that of ourselves. That's normal human emotion. But we're just trying to get better. So improvising on guitar is everything, okay? So keep that in your mind. It's where scales become melodies. It's where chords become movement, rhythmical movement. It's where your emotions, it moves people. That's what it is. It's where the theory becomes music, okay? So these are all your tools, all your frameworks to improvise, all right? And I just want you to, even if you're sitting in the room tonight by yourself or tomorrow, wherever you're watching this from in the world, where are you watching this from? Drop in the comments. Just have fun with it, okay? Don't overthink it, okay? Keep building your pillars. You have your practice sessions, right? Where you have to learn this stuff. You have to put in the reps. There's no way around it. You can't avoid it. But every time you do it, try and improv through your little parts, your little pillars. Create music, create musical conversation, okay? And I'll just close it with this, because this is the best part. This is when the guitar becomes your voice. And that, I think, is probably the top of the mountain for you, or for all of us, is where we create our own sound. All of our heroes have it. They've created their own unique sound. You're gonna take all of your influences, your entire journey, no matter how short, how long, and you're gonna create your own voice on the guitar. And that is what it's all about. But the improv part is gonna get you there. And I just can't even put into words how much fun it is. Just keep getting better. All right. That's enough. Let me know your thoughts. I definitely want to hear from you. We'll do more of these outside videos because that's what we do. We're just improving, right? We're trying things. That's it. You don't get better at anything in life by doing the same thing over and over. If things blow up, oh well, dust yourself off, get back up. That's how you want to think of guitar. Just keep putting in the reps. All right, drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. I have a new puppy over there running around. I'll have to put her in videos soon. And just keep going. You guys are amazing. Only you can stop you. Don't stop. I'll see you in the next video.